Holdfast Marine's videos are brought to you with support from Total Boat and from viewers like you. To support our channel, please subscribe and use our discount codes at TotalBoat.com. Thank you. Hey everybody, welcome to Holdfast Marine, your local boat shop. Sorry about the fan, but it's hot in here. I hope all of you watched the video that was before this, and I hope a few of you caught the major screw up that I did. What I did was I started glassing in the helm as well as the side of the cabin before I leveled the boat. So now you can see the awfulness that I had to do, cutting all of that away, putting in a spacer block. Never mind this, that is a completely different screw up that we're going to talk about in just a second. But look at that. Yeah, it was awful. And for the inside as well. Yeah, that was bad. So again, I spared you some boredom of watching me do things, but what I went ahead and did was made a template out of the 2.5-inch rip down pieces and put on this side wall. And that thing you noticed on the other side here, this weird cutout, was because this side of the boat got all screwed up, this is out of whack a little bit. So if I laid this on the outside of here, of this edge, it put this way out here. And I don't want to bend it, I just want it to kind of come in nice. So what I had to do was actually cut around, move this hose, kind of see there. I had to cut around that to get this to kick in so that it matched the center of the house. So what I'm doing now is I'm cutting out the opposite side, the port side, making a template to try and figure out how I'm going to cut it. I know that I'm going to end up having to cut pretty much everything out of two pieces. This is a weird shape, so it kind of falls like right in the middle of the Cusa board. And I really don't want a lot of waste, so I'm going to actually try and piecemeal this together as best I can. So let me flip the camera around and kind of show you what we got going on right now. I've used this part of the template was for this side. And all I'm doing is extending it because I want this to be, kind of like a weatherback, where you're sitting in your chair here, or a future, young lobsterman or whatever. Pay no attention to this. This is moot now. This doesn't going to exist. This is going to be the back, which is what I'm kind of looking at right now, if I like it or not. Thinking about maybe moving this back, but I don't know. But what I want to do is put a nice, like I did on the other side, put in a nice radius. I've already tried doing this, but because my clamps suck and my life is awful today, we're gonna tape it on. Alright, and now I'm going to kind of draw out a shape here. Move the camera a little bit. I know the lighting sucks in here, but it is what it is. So I want it to start here and kind of end down here, so I'm just going to kind of now it's like, what line do I follow? Not too bad. Nice little radius where you're not going to whack your head on it. I'll have to cut this out. We'll do the jigsaw and we'll cut that piece out. And there's our template. Let's go out and cut some Cusa. day, different shirt, but here's where we're at. That's in, you saw that, and now this is in, and I don't know if I like that or not. It's okay for right now. If I have to patch it in with something, I can do that. The problem I'm having is the upright corners there, and here I don't. When you look at it from the bow, they do this out towards the corner of that gunnel and the corner of that gunnel, and the kind of the reason being is the Repco is kind of shaped. For those of you who don't know, the Repco is kind of shaped like this, right? So it has this kind of teardrop to it. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to kind of spend a few minutes and try and figure out how to straighten this out so that it looks a little bit better than it does. But it may be something I just have to live with. I'm not sure. So we'll see. All right, so I've got this one done. It's not, it needs to, it needs to kick out. It's not level that way. But what I did fix was, you can see the gunnel down there, and that pretty much matches up with that piece there. Doesn't look too bad. All right, yeah, well, kind of square now. You can see it looks much better going up. There's not as much of a, if I put the camera straight, there we go. Looks pretty damn good. At least I think it looks pretty good. This guy, I don't know what to do with that, but I think for right now I'm just going to forget about it and focus on the port side, because that needs the most reinforcing and whatnot. So I'm going to just take a quick look at that, and I may run down to the hardware store and get a couple sheets of plywood, so that I can at least get some plywood here, figure out where the console is going to go. Yeah, I'll be right back with you. Okay, so I went down to the hardware store and picked up this sheet of MDO, and the reality of it is I would love to get some epoxy on the between this and the panel, but I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm just deathly afraid. I'm just really afraid that I'm gonna screw something up and not be able to take it apart. So for temporary, I went down, I picked up these 2-inch stainless screws from the hardware store. So I'm just going to go ahead and kind of screw this together a little bit and see what it looks like when I'm done with that. Alrighty-o, I've got this all cleaned up. We're going to at least glass this section from about here down in. Back there needs to get all tied and tabbed together, so that'll happen at a later time. Got a mixing cup here. Grab the resin. I love doing everything on a step ladder. It's awesome. So this is a nice new, it's the second time that's happened to me, the Total Boat stuff here. Alright, so we're going to mix up some thickened stuff here. We're going to do about 4 ounces. Just to fill in these pretty big, I think I'm going to go 6. Making a great mess right off the bat here. My homemade stir sticks. Start mixing up this next thing I need to do, and probably the last thing I'm going to do today, is I need to make these two pieces one. So on the back side, I went in, and if you can see that little right there, I just half-ass screwed in just a piece of Kusa so that this wouldn't move. And all I'm going to do is put a couple strips of the chop strand that I have left, a couple of wide strips right here, and I'm going to mix a batch it's going to be pretty hot. I'm probably going to go double the MEKP so this cures, and then I'll be able to take the screws off the other side and put a couple pieces of glass on that. Leave it or fix it? I mean, really, the gunnel is only about 8 inches wide. What's a half an inch, right? This whole boat's off by half a fucking inch here or there. But yeah, I'm super happy with how this design came out. I think that's great. I'd really like to get the console in, get that in so that I can cut the doorway because, well, hey, because I'm sick and tired of climbing over the front and hanging myself down in by my arms. So I'd like to get this cut out so I can at least go down. But I'm wondering kind of how I'm going to figure that, and I think what I'm going to do is take the last few minutes of the day here and figure that out. So as always, everybody, thanks for watching. I know these are kind of the same old repetitive, we're fiberglassing, we're doing this, we're doing that, but I'm more just trying to document the build of this boat for a potential buyer or just for history in general. So if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. Tell me why you didn't like it in the comments. Hit that bell notification. I think it's over here, over there. I don't know where it is. But it lets me know that you've subscribed. That makes me pretty happy. I said in the last video, we've gained a bunch of subscribers over the past 30 days. So thank you guys so much, each and every one of you. We're going to be doing another giveaway, more Total Boat stuff, more Hamilton Marine stuff. Stay tuned for that. If you want to be a part of that, you have to be a subscriber of the channel. Feel free to head over to our Instagram page at HoldFastMarine. I post a lot of other things over there that you might enjoy. Mostly puppy pictures, but you get the idea. So, again, everybody, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.